welcome to the house. The one they talking about, word of mouth. The boxing playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.
All right, guys, it's Sakura A and Emilio Santana, and you're watching After Dark series. And tonight, we had to bring on some of the ladies, of course, for this historical weekend of amazing ladies, all women card that's in the UK. Thanks to Sky Sports Boxing and ESPN Plus, Top Rank, a bunch of people came together in order to make this particular fight card happen. Let's go ahead and introduce our guest tonight. We have in the ring with Christine Lopez.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
Awesome,
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for agreeing to come on.
Absolutely.
And then we have the 5-time world champion of the world. And I gotta add the now ranked, I think she's like #1 in the world for super welterweights right now. Wow. Let's go ahead and get Chevelle Hallback. Chevy on.
Damn.
What's up?
What's going on?
We chilling.
We're chilling, but we happy for you, champ. We can't believe all this success you're continuing to have in this sport of boxing. Congratulations on the ranking. You definitely earned it. Now, can you get somebody in the ring?
That part right there. Yeah, I think I was ranked #1, and for whatever reason, I don't know why. I think I'm now #4. I have no they haven't given me any reason why I dropped from 1 to 4. I can say that just an excuse for the ones that has the belt to not fight me. That's what I think, but I could be wrong. But it's all good. I'm still chasing them. We'll see what happens.
Nice. Okay. And who actually does have the belt in your weight class right now? I'm a little rusty.
Well, I just found out, and I want her so bad. Natasha, or whatever her name, in London. She has the WBC and the WBO. Matter of fact, she fought on my birthday, September 3rd, and she won those 2 titles, the WBC and the WBO, at super welterweight. And then you got Hannah Rankin, has the IBF at 154. So yeah.
Okay, well, I know Hannah definitely deserves her chance to shine. The way her title was just abruptly taken from her. So, that's another nice fight I see. Natasha, I've seen her fight a few times. Well, just like 1 or 2 times, I recall on the Zone. But I don't know much about her, background history. Christine, do you know anything?
Yeah, she's got an amateurish style. She has that point still, like hit, don't get hit, in and out. Cut her off and it's all over.
Yeah. Wow. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, with everything I love, I've never seen a girl fight. I've never watched any of her fights. I've never seen a fight. I just hear saying she's a good little fighter. She was big in the amateurs, but we had a couple of words on Instagram. Because I'm a type of person, I really don't like call out fighters, but I'm like, what is it gonna take for these fighters, for these champions to step in the ring with me? So I'm like, okay, bump it, let's do it. So I just called them all out, all the 154. You know what I mean? So she was like, really, something she said, I'm not positively sure. And I'm like, yes, it'll be a great opportunity for me to fight you, and they try to use the excuse my age and that I can't get clearance. That's a lie. London said that, if fighting for a title and one of the sanction bodies would put up the insurance or whatever the case may be, it's a done deal. WBC, I've already said, whomever, want to fight me for that title, it's a done deal. So all these excuses that they have that they're giving me, that's bogus,
Wow.
Yeah, I hate that, and I'm like, why don't we let the boxing commissions and the different sanctioning bodies, decide who's too old and whether you pass and all this kind of stuff, and you just say whether or not you think your skills can match up to your skills.
Because if I was too old, why even rank me?
It's good that you're calling these girls out because it seems like boxers today, that's what they have to do. You know, we talked about that on my show yesterday, and we've done it before because y'all have to, it's like y'all have to promote yourselves.
Right.
You want the big fights, okay, call them out. Get under the skin, do it. You know, so good for you. Continue doing that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's a situation when, you know, somebody thinks that they're gonna beat you. In Lakeland, I believe it was, or what was it? Was it Plant City or Lakeland that your last fight was?
Yeah, when I fought in Plant City. I mean, you know, hands down to what's her name? You know, that's sad. I'm bad, man. It could be
she wasn't memorable. It's okay.
It could be a boxing thing. I really don't know. But what is her name? Oh my God.
I don't remember her, but I can look it up right quick. But my thing is,
she's like 20 years, 30 years younger than I was. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they felt that my name on her resume, if her beat me, would be a good, you know, good look for her. Come on, man. And in my hometown, I'm from Plant City, and even the promoter in my hometown, even they tried me. Like they had me as an opponent in my own hometown. You know, where they do that at? You know, and you know, it is what it is. And I went in there and I had to show them, you know, yes, you're younger than I am, but baby girl, skill speaks for themselves. And I have
Logan Holler.
Logan Holler.
Yeah, I haven't skipped a beat, you know, from the time, you know, I put on the gloves to now. You know?
Holler.
So, but I told her, you know, after the fight, you know, I gave her words of encouragement, keep going, keep doing what you do. And one day you will be champion, you know what I'm saying? But not on my time.
Now, Christine, well, go ahead. You had a question.
No, I was going to tell. We didn't get to tell Chevelle happy birthday in person. We want to tell you happy birthday, Chevelle. What did you do? What did you do on your birthday?
Oh man, I clowned a little bit. I went to Jacksonville. I went out to 2 different spots. This is after dark. We can say what we want to say.
Yes, say it.
Okay. I went to a couple of spots. You know, had a couple of drinks.
Okay.
And went to the strip club. I had some
lap dances.
Yeah, strip club and everything, and went to Top Golf, played golf. I just had an awesome, wonderful time. You know what I'm saying? Awesome, wonderful time.
You know what? We was looking for pictures, and I told Sakira we was at the New Edition concert, and we didn't take no pictures with you. You was looking fly that night. I'm like, why we didn't get no pictures with Chevelle that night?
Was I not looking? Ooh,
was fly. And we didn't even get no pictures.
Everything was on point.
Why we didn't get no pictures that night?
I thought I had like a profile pic with her that night, but I couldn't even find that. Like, unless I was on live with you at that point. Because remember one time we had went live and we were just partying before the New Edition concert started. But yeah, that was a fun night too.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I was gonna check in with Christine to see what exactly she's up to right now, working with Team USA, and just let us know. Like, I mean, I know you've been training, you've been doing mitts, but like, where are you located at right now?
Where am I now? I'm in Boulder right now, Boulder, Colorado. We came in yesterday. We have an invitational tournament. We've got a few countries here that are challenging our fine young ladies and men, and we're gonna smash them all. So we've been working really, really hard, and we go home on the 16th. So we've had a long camp, about 6 weeks, and this is the last week. Will be competition, so everybody's looking good. In December and January, we'll start looking more for who the new Olympians will be, the team.
Yes.
Next year's going to be crazy because we're going to be all over the world.
But so are you so busy?
Crazy. Yes, ma'am.
Are you a boxer or a trainer?
I am a trainer. Yes.
That's what's up.
Yes,
man. Hey, I got to help you get out of the game before these new generation come. These girls, these little girls fighting, man. I have a 15-year-old. Her name is Kennedy, and she just started out, and she's in my gym, you know, and I spar with her and everything. I say, man, let me see what I'm gonna do and step aside, cause these girls bringing that heat.
Yeah, I love that. Are you so are you finding that in your gym more young ladies are coming? Like they're more coming in?
You know, to be honest with you, her and this other young lady, but she's only 6. But when I tell you, her mom brought her to the gym, and she told me that ever since she was 3, she's been telling her mom she want to box, she want to box, she want to box. So she came to the gym, and I'm like, okay. But look, little mama, she hangs with the little boys, and she doing like this.
Oh,
So
what was that?
Yeah. So right now
Is
it's
that a
only
wasp?
3.
Hold on. Y'all keep talking.
What
I'm allergic to wasps, and I just saw one. Hold on.
You saw what?
That's great. That's great, Chevelle. That's great. Yeah, that was me as a kid, 6 years old. I'm gonna age myself right now. Saw the first Rocky movie, and then I had my cousin was a world champion on one side, my dad's, my grandfather on the other side. I was like, man, I want to be a boxer. The only girl, 4 boys, and my mom wanted me to be in ballet and tap gymnastics, and I'm like, no. But I couldn't tell him. I wanted to box because back then,
right.
It wasn't. No. And then Ann Wolfe and Christy Martin, I mean, they're my age. So it's like, there was nobody back then, that you could look up to when I was coming up until they came. But yeah, that's great. That's fabulous. I love to hear that.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. So I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed that I don't know anything about you. When did you get in the gym and decide that this is what you want to do?
Okay, so at the age of, so I'm 51. I just turned 51, and my mom took me to see Rocky.
I'm 52. We're right there.
Okay, so my mom took me to see Rocky 1, and that's when that's what I want to do. And then like a couple of years after that, I saw Muhammad Ali and Spinks fight.
Yes.
And I was watching them fight. I'm like, I want to do that. And then years later, I saw Christy Martin and what's her name, Deidre, I think, fight.
Yes.
I was like, are you crazy? There's female boxing?
Love
and
it.
Saturday, that Monday, I went to the gym. That was 1995, 94.
Wow.
That was it. Sakura, we just took over. We're just talking.
I'm so glad you did. Listen, I'm allergic to insects, wasps, and things like that.
Okay, did you get rid of it? Did you kill it?
Yeah, I did.
I ran to the bedroom. He was going ahead and take care of that.
That's good. Yes, good.
It was a real wasp. Like, boy, my alert be up high for them things.
Want to be on the show.
Thank you, guys. Woo.
Right.
Oh my goodness, I gotta catch my breath. I'm like, I always see it's like an alert that goes off automatically. It's like,
oh yeah,
yeah.
High alert. No, that's good. That's good. You were quick.
I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, man, it flew right by me. It's like an innate, survival alert that goes off inside.
That's good.
That's some comments, baby.
Oh, we got a lot of comments tonight.
Check these comments out.
Everyone that's been commenting, but let's see who we got here. We got Robbie in the house.
Oh, Robbie, my God.
From San Francisco.
Yes, right, San Fran. All right, what he's saying here? He said because we got another Rob that be on the show sometimes.
Oh, he's like,
so we have to distinguish the two.
Yeah, get us right.
All right, so let's see. Will the Hunter is in the house. He said, "What up, Boston PlayHouse? I see what's that say? Some killers on tonight.
Killers. I got my glasses on.
Yeah, you agree?
Killers.
All right, Jason Crosby from Plant City Gym says, "What's going on?"
Yep, that's my other trainer there from the gym.
Okay.
CJ
Hooker. He says Chevelle has been fighting on. Fighting as long as my son has been living. She was working with my wife at GTE Wireless over 26 years ago when she was pregnant with my son. Wow. Dang, he went back on you, Chevelle. Yeah,
he went way back.
Way back.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know CJ knew Chevelle like that.
Me neither. You learn something new every day. Ian Schoolboy Garrett, our NBA title holder. I forgot what year, but he's a former champ. He said, "We here, and
Okay,
happy
champ.
birthday, champ."
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, William done wrote a book.
Dang, Will done already put in his prediction for sure. We haven't even got to that topic.
William done wrote a book.
He's ready.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and read this for him. Okay. Shields is scared to get that work at any weight with Chevelle. That's why she mentions age. Shields a great boxer. If she could just get the knockout, then Shields would be the first female pound for pound #1. Fans hate to watch her fight. It's boring. He is going in on all kinds of ways, y'all. Take Sevilla. I can't read that last name.
Sabados.
Well, I can't pronounce this. Yeah, it's the pronunciation.
Yeah.
Sabados. Yeah, fight for example. Shields hit her with a Popeye 10-piece, an aluminum baseball bat, the moon, and couldn't stop that girl. All she would get is smiles until she gets those caliber of fighters out by devastating KO. She will have to go. Oh, he ain't through.
William
is
going.
Will. I can't even see the rest of his comment right now.
He went in. Dang, he went in.
Will. That you only get so many characters, man. You're gonna have to cut. These comments got to be a little bit cut. My goodness. Okay, I don't even know where to start with that one, but yeah, you did have some beef with well, not really beef, but a little Twitter beef going on with Claressa at one point. I mean, you was just offering her some sparring, right, or something? How did that start?
So when I first met Claressa, it was at the women's Hall of Fame, Boxing Hall of Fame. It was in Fort Lauderdale, Miami area.
Okay.
And met her. I think she had just won her first gold and everything. And she was very like humble, you know what I'm saying? Very mild mannered. You know, she didn't speak that much. I won't say speak that much, but she was like, quiet and whatnot, right? And we talked and everything was good. And she was saying that, it's hard for her to get sparring and whatnot. So I, said, I'll come down and give you some sparring or whatever the case may be, this and this and that. And that was that. So then couple of years later, I see all these females, saying that they the greatest, they this, they that. Not really talking about her, but in general, I said, all these females saying they this and they saying they that. But I'm not seeing any females that get any knockouts. Like, there's nobody knocking out anyone, right? And so I put that on Twitter. And for whatever reason, somebody took it to her, and she took it personal.
That's Twitter.
I was like, so she came back and she said what she said. I can't remember all what she said, but I was like, if the shoe fits, wear it. I said what I said. I said, I wasn't talking about anyone in, specifically, but if that's how you took it, then that's how you took it, right? So we going back and forth, and she told me OG. I accept that I am an OG or whatnot, and going back and forth. And then she said, I bet you can't beat me. And when she said that, I started laughing. I said, girl, a fight between me and you will be a fight like Mayweather and Canelo. And I guarantee you, I won't be Canelo like that. And so, and I told her, I said, you're in a position that you can make it happen. Make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And that was that or whatnot. And I would never publicly call her out because I hadn't fought during that time. I hadn't fought. It had been a little time since I fought. And I said, I didn't want to call her out because first thing they would say, oh, you're just trying to ride on her name. You're just trying to use her name for clout or whatever the case may be. So I would, whatever the case may be. But every single time a camera was put in my face, interview, whatever the case may be, they would ask me, hey, who would you like to fight? I say, you know what? I would love to get the opportunity to fight Claressa Shields before I retire. And I said that, and I've always said that, right? So just recently, I said, bump that. I'm going to say it. I'm going to put it out there. Yes, I want to fight you. I want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this before I call it quits or whatever the case may be. I would love to fight you. Win, lose, draw, it doesn't matter. Let's do it. So it's out there on the table. You feel me?
I mean, Yeah, I mean, it would be a fun fight for sure for some of us that want to see boxer versus boxer,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and then I'm feeling like your past opponent, Holla, she was on to something. Like, yeah, you do have a really good name to have on your record if that's what they scared of. Like,
Right.
I wouldn't like if I was a boxer, I would want to have your name
Sure.
on my record. It seems
Exactly.
like that's a female thing because the males, they don't care if you get older or not. They want to try to knock you out. They want
Right.
that name.
Yeah.
And like I said, and my hat goes off to Holly, you know what I'm saying? Because man, we went through 3 months of trying to find someone to fight me. And it wasn't like I was reaching out, my team was reaching out to someone at the last minute. You know how they do. They'll try to get you at the very last minute.
Mhm.
They were giving them the same amount of notice they was giving me that
Oh,
the
that's
fight happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want to fight the best. I don't want no games of trying to get somebody at the last minute, try to get them not ready. They just desperate enough, for the money, so they tried to take the fight at last. Nah, I want to fight the best. I've been in this game a long time, and you don't have to like look after me. You don't have to hold my hand. You don't have to give me tune up fights of this and this and that. Give me the best. That's what I want. I've never turned down a fight. Now I hear that she wants to fight me again, and she been trying to fight me again. Okay, that's cool, but you've already had your opportunity. If we fight again, which I have no problem with that, but either I'm gonna have a title, or you're gonna have a title. We're not gonna just fight just to be fighting.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for you.
Why?
That's very smart. Yes.
Why would I do that? That's not.
Right.
That doesn't make business sense.
Yeah. She has nothing that you want.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it seems like Holla is one of the few that wanted to fight you, though. She does have that, so I'll give her a shout out for that.
That's why I say yes, most definitely. My hat goes off to her. I have all the respect in the world for her because she got in that ring when nobody else would.
That's good. Yep. Hats off to her.
That's true. Now, before we get on to the rest of the Claressa Shields, the ladies card tonight, I wanted to go into one thing with Chevelle, and that is how you ended up in the spot where you had these titles, and then you had to basically, they stripped you of those titles. Can you tell us? Because I want people to understand how this women's boxing was working up till today. Like if there's going to be a shift there, but
Right.
how you struggle with the promoters and things.
Right. Well, I did have the opportunity to, like a lot of females, they have to work a 9 to 5 job, plus train, plus do all these things. Where on our male counterparts, they are fortunate where they'll have promoters that all they do is eat, sleep, and fight. You know what I'm saying? And I can say that I did have that opportunity at one time. I met this guy named Mike Gerald, out of Savannah, Georgia.
Mhm.
And he, my good friend, he's like my brother, Nate Campbell. He was fighting for Gerald, right? And he was like one of the main fighters. And so I was working for GTE, and also I was playing women's professional football. But I also was training, fighting. And whatnot. He asked me, he said, "Listen," he said, "what you want to do? Do you want to do this boxing thing, or you want to play football? What is it that you want to do?" Now, like, I really want to box, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't seem like it's happening, the turnaround of me fighting, it doesn't seem like it's happening like that. So I'm playing football, doing what I do. He said, if you really want to box, he's like, I'm gonna introduce you to somebody. He said, but you got to make up in your mind if that's what you want to do. I said, that's what I want to do. So he introduced me to Mike Gerald, and I had to go through like an initiation thing, and that was the spar Nate. I sparred Nate. He dropped me like three times, but I got right back up each and every time. So Gerald was like, yes, I like her. I want her, I want her a part of the team. And when I tell you, and you can look on BoxRec, and I'm telling you no lie, I fought every single month. It was only 1 month out of the year that I didn't fight like back to back, because I told him, listen, I need to rest. But any name that was a big name during that time, he went and he got him. And I'm fighting. So while I'm fighting, I'm winning these titles. Then before him was a time where I had to go abroad and fight, these fighters in their hometown. And I'm winning these titles, right? Now, in boxing, in order to keep your title, in order to be the current world champion, you have to defend those titles, I think, at least once a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No fault of mine. I was there to defend the titles, but the females, they didn't want to fight me for whatever reason. They would actually wait until my time would come up to defend the title for them to strip me of the title become vacant, and then whomever that wants to fight for the title will fight for the title against somebody else.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, what they do.
So it wasn't me not defending my title just because I didn't want to defend my title or I would turn it down fight. I had no one that was stepping to the plate to fight me for these titles. I mean, there has been time where I hadn't fought for like 5 years. No one would fight me for 5 years. And then when they would think that, oh, okay, it's been a little minute, we're gonna try to catch you at the last minute. And I'm like, oh, I'm ready. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she's older now. She got ring rust. She got this. She got that. But I get in the ring and I still perform like I had never been out of the ring. But like I said, you have to defend those titles at least once a year. If you do not defend those titles, then they have the right to come after you and strip you of those titles.
What you mentioned about the guys, having the promoters and the managers, like you're absolutely right, because the managers will make sure that you have somebody, so that you can defend that, and the promoters, the same thing. So if you don't have those two things, which a lot of people don't know, they're gonna avoid you. They're gonna wait until it expires, and then it's vacant.
Right.
Very, very true. It's very true.
Yeah, and you know what's sad? Like I was in a position where I had a manager. I mean, this is after I left Savannah, Georgia. And the only reason why I left Savannah, Georgia, I became a Savannah, Georgia superstar, right? But I see these girls, these females fighting on national TV. And I'm like, wait, hold up. No disrespect to anyone, but some of these females that fighting on national TV, I'm like, come on, man. That's where I belong. These girls can't even touch me with a 10-foot pole. You know what I'm saying? They getting that opportunity, that exposure to fight on national TV, and that's what I wanted. And so, I made that clear. That's what I wanted. And for whatever reason, at that time, Mike thought that I was saying that I wasn't happy with him and I was trying to leave him, which that's not what I was saying. I was just saying, I want to, get the opportunity to fight on TV as well. And so because of that, our boxing relationship, it ended at that time, but we have a great relationship now. But I did have a manager that was offering to pay for me to fight on cards, offering me to pay on slots. And I still couldn't get a fight. Like, these females did not want to fight me. The excuse I would get, before the age excuse, the excuse was, oh, we're not ready for her type of caliber of fighter. We're not ready. And all these things. I'm like, come on, man. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. So I've been through a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Well, I can't wait for that book to come out for sure. Or that movie, that documentary. It needs to happen because, I mean, if anybody's got a story to tell, it's definitely you, Chevelle.
I appreciate it.
Love it. And tell Nick I said hi.
Yeah.
Tell him I said hi. Say Christine said hi.
Got you.
Chevelle, I got a question for you and Christine. I want to know who y'all think was the best woman fighter ever.
Chevelle, you go first. I'll go after you. I got two.
I fought one of the baddest females that ever put on gloves, and that was Lucille Riker. She was one of the
wow, yeah.
Oh, man, she was good. Oh, I almost forgot about her.
I have to give it to her. You know what I'm saying? She was one of the baddest. I can't just say one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Coming up in my day, it's a young lady out of Miami. When I tell you she's slick, she had the whole package. That was Ace.
Ace, yes.
Ace had the whole package. Ace. Then you have Slick Alicia, Ashley. I fought her. She was like hands down. Belinda LaQuinte, skills out of this world. She fought Christy Martin. A lot of people believe she won that fight.
Right.
You know, and I cannot not say my girl and Wolf.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, I was waiting on that one.
Yes.
I was waiting to hear that.
I've trained with Ann. I've sparred Ann. You know, and her training
Tough.
out of this world, like
Mm.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? But her work ethic, I can't think of any female boxer that could compare to her work ethic alone. You know what I'm saying? And then when she got in the ring, she performed. You know what I'm saying? So hands down, like I said, you got Ace, you got Alicia Ashley, Slick Ashley, you got Lucille Riker, and you got Ann Wolf in my book.
Wow,
No.
I mean, that's some list, and some of those you actually fought. I thought you were gonna go with Holly Holmes, you know,
What?
Cecilia Brackets or Melissa Duvall,
Layla Ali.
Layla. I mean, you just
and Layla's my girl. And when I tell you, me and Layla are really, 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 really good friends. You know what I'm saying? And most of the females that I named now in her time, Layla was great. And most of those girls that I've named, they was during my time when I came up. You know what I'm saying? All those females came up during the time that I started out fresh. So
right.
so yeah.
Chevelle, why Layla and Ann never fought?
Depends on who you talk to, right? Layla.
That is so true. That is so true. You know, and I heard both sides. You know what I'm saying? And I'm good friends with both sides, so I would never disclose what have been told to me. You know, behind
Same.
closed doors. But honestly, me hearing both sides, I just think that it was a matter of the money situation, getting the money right. You know what I'm saying? Because Layla, of course, a big name. You know what I'm saying? And Ann, you know, she was a big name in her own right, and she brought it. She brought that heat.
Killer.
You know what I'm saying? And both females felt that they needed, you know, their piece of the pie. You understand me?
Right.
That piece of the pie. So I don't think there was ever a promoter that stepped up to the plate to give those females what they was requesting in order for the fight to happen, to make the fight happen.
Sure.
All right, Christine, who you got?
So Ann Wolf. I have two, but Ann Wolf, that's my girl too. No, I'm from Austin, moved to Dallas. I've known her forever. I've seen her training camps. I've seen her work ethic, her story, everything. She was nothing but grit, and she would fight anybody. I love her. And then Christy Martin, because Christy Martin too fought everybody. She went up and down the way. I mean, she fought Layla Ali, who was what, 2 weight categories up or whatever, and huge, and she didn't care. Those two girls for me were pioneers. They came up when I was coming up, and I wish I would have had them. I mean, we're the same age, but I wish I would have had them before, you know, because they were so inspiring and so motivating. But those two girls, those for me, hands down, those two.
Wow.
Okay, but all of y'all, you know, I just like the fact that it's introducing some people have never heard of some of these names before.
That's true.
Like, I'm embarrassed to say, I used to didn't know who Chevelle was. Like, it wasn't until I had interviewed her.
I'm embarrassed that I don't know who Chevelle is. But
yeah, like
letting me know.
It was like pre-pandemic on her comeback fight with TNK that I saw. Like, she came in for the weigh-in, and I did an interview on her. And then I was like, 5 titles. I'm like, and you live around here? What happened? Like, I'm like in awe, and at the same time puzzled. And she had to really school me that day on the reasons why she had to give up some of them titles and wasn't able to fight for so many years. Well, it was like 5 years without a fight, right, Chevelle?
Yeah, 5 years.
Like, they shut her down for 5 years, not because she wasn't in shape, not because she didn't want to fight, but because people was refusing to fight.
And that's not your fault, my fault, or her fault that we didn't know who she was. It's the promoters, the promotions. Like, how come she was not highlighted? How come her name was not a household name?
Right.
But I'm saying that's where it falls on.
Yes, absolutely. Especially with the names she was fighting. You know, it's like two great names on the card, you know, like on the billing. So it's no excuses, really. Pretty
Sure.
bad.
And you know the sad part about it is like, you know, people, and I'm very like low key. I don't go around saying, oh, I'm a boxer, or I'm this, I'm that. I don't do that. But when people do say, oh, I hear you a boxer and this and this and that, and I say, Google me. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying it is because
I like
and
that.
then you Google me, so much come up, right? And I have my own Wikipedia, and I didn't even know. Like somebody asked me one day, they was like, "Have you ever Googled yourself?" I'm like, myself. I'm like, no. So you can Google yourself. And I did. And his Wikipedia, and all these things came up, and I was like, wow.
Like, who did this?
I'm low key famous. Like,
you know, when I get off the show, I'm Googling you. You know that. Right?
you know, so it's like, wow. It was like, I didn't even know. And I'm like, how do they know these things about me? Like, Wikipedia's like pretty much dead on. I'm like, who did this? Who does
gave
this?
that info?
Chevelle, when I first met you, I went to YouTube and started pulling up your old fights and watching them. Yeah, like low hair. You had little hair back then.
Yeah. I did.
I'm like, Chevelle went all in. She like, yeah. I gotta be light on my feet. I don't need this hair right now.
Hey, ladies, do y'all remember when Layla fought Joe Frazier's daughter, Jackie Frazier?
Yes.
That fight, boy. Listen, I think Layla had better skills,
right,
than you know, Joe Frazier's daughter.
Yeah.
But she didn't back down. She held her own.
You know what? They made some money. They should have made some money. I hope they did.
They made some money. I think they both got like $500,000, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know they was even paying women like on that level yet.
I didn't know that.
You know, I brought that up because Eubanks and Ben, they was talking like that was the first son, you know, fighters from some sons to fight, but actually, you know, Ali and Frazier's daughters fought. But they was trying. They was trying to talk
marketing
Ben and Eubanks
versus Eubanks Jr.
Trying to say they the first,
like, you know, they was the first kids of boxers.
Not the first, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to you for the historian role.
Yeah, I remember that Ali Frazier daughter fight.
Keeping us on our toes. Thank you.
Well, guys, we got to talk about this historical night because this time is running out. I mean, this historical week, because the time is running out on us already. I mean, of course, we got the Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshall fight this weekend, and it's on an all-female card. Then, of course, co-main is going to be Michaela Mayers versus Baumgardner. So, I mean, that's the fight. See, she's doing it.
Like, that maybe should be the main event, but just did I say that? Did I say that?
That girl can fight. I sparred that female, and man, I was like, whoa, okay.
Which one, Chevelle?
Baumgardner?
Yes. Matter of fact, that fight, I sparred her that following weekend after I fought at the Sundome. And we fought on the same card. She fought on the undercard of mine.
I remember that.
He was there.
Right, and she was still training, getting ready for another fight. And I went to St. Petersburg. She was in St. Petersburg at the time, and I sparred her, man. And she the truth. She the truth.
Yeah, I had two girls
a lot coming from you.
They were sparring her. They were sparring her to get ready for this fight. We had two girls in camp. Yeah, one on the team and one just was a training partner.
Okay. All right. What are they saying? Good things?
Well, I'm just gonna say that one of the girls weighs 114, and the other girl fights at 125. And they were saying some things. You know, they said you're gonna have to stand in front of her. You know, but Michaela's not going to. You know, but I'll wait till the questions come. And then
yes. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna start with this particular card, I guess, the co-main. Now, Christine, I was on her podcast last night, Women Crushing It Wednesdays. She asked the question, was this the more emphasized fight? Like, is more hype behind this particular fight or not? And I said, I think so. But Claressa was beginning to talk, you know, a little bit more trash talking and bringing a little bit more attention to the main event. Now, with that being said, do you guys think that it would have been better? Like I heard Christine mention it before, like maybe they should have been 2 different cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I do because the co-main event, man, I'm sorry, that's a main event fight right there, hands down. Hands down. I mean, Claressa Shields and Savannah. I mean, they're trying to, tie up some old ends or whatnot. And Savannah, she's very low key. Claressa, everybody know Claressa. You know what I'm saying? She real loud with it. I don't know if that's just her, if that's the promo. I think that's just her, period.
Yeah.
But without all of that or whatnot, there's really no excitement for that fight. That's just me personally. Other than that, the girl beat her once before, and now they're trying to see, now we're in a professional level, how it's going to be at the professional level. Other than that, I mean, there's no
You're right.
excitement.
And it's like, it's great that it's an all girls card. Like, I love that. But why not have 2 different cards where women are the main event? Like, why not? They both deserve to be the main event, in my opinion. We don't have to like, oh, let's compact all these women, just so they can just be quiet, like, hush, we got you on here. Now let's just keep going. No. Why? You
almost had a southern accent. I almost distinguished the southern accent when you say hush.
Yeah.
I mean, but you're right. Like, here's the thing. There's enough female fighters now. I know we don't have as many female boxers as maybe we do men, of course, but I mean, there's enough female boxers to make 2 damn separate cards.
Exactly. And let the men be the co-main event. Let the men be on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? We can mix it up, but let's have the women headline. Why do the women only headline an all-women's card?
Right.
And that's true too. Yeah.
Then what's the name headline the men's card? Or was that woman?
Claressa.
Oh, you're talking about
Sanessa or Amanda?
Amanda Serrano.
Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor. Yes. So that was the first. Let's not let that be the last. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. That's very true. I didn't look at it that way. I was just looking at it to say, yeah, that particular matchup would have been a great main event on its own.
Yeah.
But not realizing, like, yeah, it's like I'm gonna, like, men folks trying to line all the women and justify the pay for, justify having the card, right? It's like, well, we can make sure we make a lot of money if we got these 2 big names, these 4 big names on the card instead of just the 2 big names. I guess that was their mentality, since they actually gonna have to pay these women. Okay, yeah, Cherie is saying that she would not mind doing an interview with Chevelle and Christine for her documentary series on female boxers.
Absolutely.
That sounds interesting. I like that idea. It's a nice concept, Cherie. And we're gonna send her some hugs and kisses because I know she just lost her mom recently. So definitely sending some love out to you guys. Let's see what CJ was saying. He said, I hope these 2 fights live up to the level of Taylor and Serrano fight. I mean, I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if it can live up to that, because that ended up being like just everything.
It was everything, but I'm thinking Baumgardner and Mayer. I think they're going to. I mean, they've got some real heat, some real beat. Like, I have not been this excited about a card in a long time, just to be honest.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I am. I'm excited about that.
We're gonna see what happens. Jason says, I'm gonna wait for the verdict on that one until afterwards. And Jason says, we saw Baumgardner at USF fight.
Yeah, me too.
Chevelle. That's where you was the main event there.
Yeah.
Right.
And let's see.
That's the first time we seen Chevelle, huh?
No, we saw her first. We saw her first fighting on at the main event in St. Pete. Then we saw her the second time in Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. What's CJ saying? I want to know the ladies' thoughts on the Shields and Marshall fight. I believe if Shields does not go out and dominate and take it to Marshall, she is going to get robbed in a close decision. Does anyone
believe that?
else believe this? Okay.
You know what?
I'll go after you.
I'm gonna give Claressa Shields her props. She does have a lot of speed. She's very elusive in the ring. And she's a come forward fighter. You know what I'm saying? She gonna bring it. She gonna bring it. She does not. I'm just sorry. She doesn't have any power, period. Like, I don't know if you can teach that. I don't know if that's just in you. I don't know. And Savannah, she's not as fast as Claressa. I even go as far as saying she's not fast. She's not a fast fighter, period, or whatnot.
Okay.
And they say speed brings power. But I just don't see it in Claressa. I'm not saying she's gonna lose. I think she might win by points. Honestly, in my hearts of hearts, I want to say she's gonna win by points. But if Savannah touches her cleanly one time, and Claressa can't take no clean shots. I've seen her get hit by I can't think of her name. It was a great fight, and she got hit, and the girl,
Hannah Gabriel.
Hannah Gabriel. Hannah Gabriel.
Yes, and she touched her, and she dropped her. And if Savannah, what I've seen, if she hit as hard as what I've seen, and if she touched Claressa, it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty. Claressa would have to come forward with a barrage of punches to keep Savannah off of her. That's the thing. I don't care how many punches or how fast you can hit or whatever the case may be, how elusive you can hit. But if you hit it and you can't hurt that person instead of coming and they touching you, I'm sorry, it's not gonna be a pretty night for Claressa. If that's what happens,
Yeah. So I'm gonna give. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Emilio.
You go ahead, Cliff.
I mean, I did have a question for you. I had a question for you as a coach, though. Is power something that can be taught, or it can at least be improved on?
It can be improved on. I mean, if you can sit down on your punches, if you know how to sit down on your punches, yes. But as far as really, like, if you don't have it, you don't have it. I mean, yes, it can be improved on sitting down on your punches. It can.
That's like Tyson Fury, huh, Chris? He's starting to sit down more on his punches.
Exactly. And the thing, the way I look at it is I give props to Claressa for going across the pond, because number one, that's the first strike against her. Right. This is Savannah's hometown. So you have to beat her undoubtedly 100% in the judge's eyes. Okay, so you already have that against you.
Right.
Savannah does know how to box, and she is known for her power. She is. Claressa at heart is a dog, and you can't teach that. You either have the dog in you or you don't.
Yeah.
Right.
So the only thing that I'm concerned about is, it seems to me that Claressa is really bothered by Savannah. So I wonder about her mental state.
That part.
Because that can mess you up. I mean, you could be the fastest, strongest, most technical fighter, but if your mind is not good and you have this anger, then it's over, game over. And Savannah's very calm, cool, collective. Like, I'm not worried about it. And she already has that one up that is in her backyard.
Yes.
So that's my take.
That is so true. That is so true. Because if you look at the two and doing interviews or whatever the case may be, Savannah's always cool, calm, and collective.
Yes.
And it's like Claressa's so angry. You
can't go in there like that.
You cannot.
You get caught with something stupid like that. You know
exactly. On your mind, you going in there. You trying. I'm going in. I'm gonna take her head off. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Right.
Calm down.
And even if you get dropped, you might just pop back up and be ready to charge back in.
And you may not be ready. You might still be dizzy and off your feet, like she did with Hannah. I mean, she did it, and that's good. But you gotta take. Okay, it's cool. Get up, get yourself together, and go.
Yeah.
Hey, do y'all think we'll ever see Claressa back in the MMA ring?
No.
No.
You know, I was talking to somebody today that knows her, and I think so. I think that during these times where she's not, you know, in the ring or whatever, I think so. I think she I've heard that she really does like the MMA. She does like it, and why not? If it's another paycheck, why not? You know, and it's something you like. But I don't know. We'll see.
Well, that'd be cool if she does, because it's just, you know, being professional and being able to say that you're not just a great boxer, but that you do other disciplines in combat sports.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that, you know, brings that elite level up. Even if you did lose one or two, it's like, damn, like when she just started, like.
Yeah, but I do think she needs to take her time, because it's not boxing. Yeah. Don't jump in there with the greats right now of MMA. You know, just take your little baby steps like you did in boxing, you know, and then get there.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so getting back, now we're going to switch back over, because now we're going to talk back about Michaela versus Alicia. And we're going to say, well, each of us is going to say what we think each one of these opponents is best at, and what they are worse at.
Okay.
We might let you slide, Christina. You just give us the best. What you say the best? So, you know, I know it's hard to come up. Look, if somebody asked me what was your negatives, I'd be like, oh no, everything is 100.
No negatives. What are you talking
about? Like, you can't talk about your friends because you already, like, you can't see it. I ain't about to see it.
Right. That's right.
My friends are always right, even if they are wrong.
Fact. We're talking private after the show, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's go with Michaela first. We're gonna do her positives.
Okay, Chevelle going first for me.
Oh, okay, Chevelle. Chevelle, are you ready, Chevy? What's up, champ? Positive. A positive.
She can box. She can box.
Okay.
She can box.
Yeah.
Emilio?
What?
Positive. This is quick.
On what? On the Baumgardner or what?
Michaela Mayer. What is positive about it?
Like Chevelle said, I feel like she's just a good technical boxer. You know, I haven't really seen nothing that really wowed me yet, but I feel like she got some good technical skills or whatever. You know, I'm just waiting on that wow moment.
Okay. Well, I like that Amadouche. That's how you say her name?
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
Amadouche fight, like she showed like she can scrap if she needs to. She can fight in the pocket. So that would be my choice, because before that, it's always she was showing the look with the, you know, the slick jab and moving a lot. But that particular fight, we saw like, hey, I can do this too if I feel like it. Yes. So that's what I liked about that particular fight.
I'll say something different than all of y'all.
Okay.
She's not worried about Baumgardner. Her mental state, she's good. She's like, you're just another obstacle in front of me. I'm gonna jump over you and I'm gonna keep going. Ooh, she's not emotional about it at all.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's a good positive to have.
I like that.
She really thinks she can beat Katie Taylor, right? She wants to get to that level, right?
Yeah.
So that's her target. See, everybody in boxing is like, I've learned from these interviews, everybody has a different target. So just because you one person's target don't mean that person has you as a target.
Right, you're a hurdle. I'm gonna jump over you and move on what I'm looking at. Eyes on the prize, for sure.
Exactly. Okay, so now
did we get a prediction from?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, negatives now.
Oh,
you're
okay.
not paying attention.
Oh, my bad.
Now you're negatives.
My bad.
My baby.
My bad.
Focus, baby.
All right.
Okay.
Grab your balloon.
Yeah. All right, now we're on the negatives for Michaela. We're doing now. It's a negative. Do you see any flaws, Chevelle, in any of the fights you saw?
I don't know. I think she's there to be hit. I think she's her defense to me. I think she's easy to be hit.
Michaela? Okay. Pep, Emilio, who you got?
I'm going with what Chevelle said. Chevelle says she's easy. I'm going with what Chevelle said on that one. I'm going with what Chevelle said on that one.
To me, it's like you don't have to use your defense, with certain fighters as much as maybe you will when you need to. To me, that's what I see. But let's see. I think she has, based on what I saw in that same I'm a douche fight, I feel like she actually does have a great chin. I think she has a great chin. Okay. And I think that's like key when you need to be in there with someone that's known for power, like Alicia is. You need to know, her chin has been tested to me.
But my thing is, why get hit though? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
right. Right. Yeah, of course.
Why even get hit?
Because she was showing that she can do a different look. That's what it was. She wasn't, to me, in that fight, she was showing like, oh, y'all saying I'm boring, or oh, y'all saying I'm just a slick boxer. Well, I'm finna show y'all a different look. That's the message I got when I watched it. But I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just saying, like, that's what I saw. I'm like, oh, okay, she's showing us a different look right now. All right. So she's saying I can be entertaining. You talk shit about I can't be entertaining, where here's my entertaining fight. Like, I just look like this. I can box. We all know that. But now I'm finna show y'all what I can do inside too. That's the way I perceived it. That was how I saw that fight. But now we're gonna skip over Chris. I mean, do you have anything?
So the only
about what I was saying?
I'll just say one negative. The only negative that I feel was that she felt like she had to do that because of everything that you're saying. That she felt like she had to say, "Okay, I can scrap too, so I'm going to do this," instead of saying, "You know what? That's not me."
Right.
I'll still do what I got to do. So that was the only negative thing that she kind of felt like she had to scrap with Amadou. She had to go back and forth with her. But Michaela, honey, the girl is gangster. Trust me. You talk to her outside and you know her outside. The girl has no fear and she doesn't care who's in front of her. It's go time. She has to be calm down, hold back. It's okay. Coach Al's amazing with her. Kay Karoma. She's also worked with Coach. She's got a great team. Trust me, she does.
What's up?
Yeah, that is one positive for her too. Is just the team that she's built around her too. They're gonna know what to do in the corner. Tell her in the corner, things like that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and switch. Now it's all about Alicia Baumgardner. Now we're gonna go with her positives first. Okay. What?
She got a lot of power. The girl can hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your positive. Okay. You?
I like her power and the team that's with her. She got Harrison, with her, training her out of Detroit. So I like that. I like the training we did. I just seen Tim Bradley said he went to a camp and sparred with her, and he felt the power. He wanted to feel the power, and he said she got it. It's real. So
he just really
so definitely is her power, and she's ready to. I think this is her time. She's ready to shine. So
okay, all right. And then Christine, positives. What you got?
Positive. I have heard too that she has some great power. That's I have to say the same thing. That I've heard it. I've talked to girls who felt it, and yeah, that's a positive for sure.
Okay. Well, for me, I feel like she has more boxing skills than people say because they so focused on this power element. And then I do like her team, as you were saying.
Yeah.
But one thing that a lot of people don't discuss is like, I just feel like her career has, had some ups and downs. I feel like she knows what it means to lose a fight, and she knows what it means to have, a goal and what she want to reach. And also just to say, like, she is strong-willed. She has a great mentality, but Michaela Maris has been on her mind for a while. So, like I said before, my negative would be that hopefully them emotions can be checked at the ring, because there is some emotions behind that. But I like the fact she don't have any fear. She's kind of like Michaela too. It's like these two women ain't got no fear. So it's whoever's gonna get it because they're not gonna be trying to avoid it. So that's why so many people are more hyped about this particular fight than they are the main event. Because maybe Savannah is playing it a little too cool. Leading up to the fight week.
Agree.
So I mean, that's sad that she's not down. She could say a couple of more things to Claressa. She ain't gotta let her do all the talking and all the dog walking.
Try to slap her, something, do something. Come on,
come on. This is half entertainment. You guys know this. This is entertainment too. You have to provide that. That's part of being a boxer to me. Is you don't need to be a social media, what do you call it? An SEO
you don't have to
manager.
Your socks, online or anything. But come on, let's get this party going. Yeah,
right.
Sure.
Maybe we want to look at you at least.
Chevelle, you ever taunted any of your old opponents?
Have I did what?
Have you ever taunted any of the fighters you fought in the past?
I haven't. I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't. And they have a good thing, and I just smile. I just smile. But then I tell them, I say, what that song on DMX, he said, when a dog show their teeth,
right.
they're gonna attack. I never was a trash talker. I never was like the one,
any crazy face-offs?
It's the era that we were raised in. I'm telling you, because I'm not either. Like I'm sometimes I just want to. They're like, just say it. No, can't do it. Yeah, I get it.
When we're like face to face, like doing the weigh in and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm looking dead in your eyes. I'm letting you know, baby.
Yeah,
it could be a long night for you, if not a quick night. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. Like for real. And then sometimes when I get in the ring, I can't look at them. Like, I cannot, because it's like, I don't want to have any type of pity for you. I don't want to feel sorry for you. I have been in situations. Right. I have been in a situation where we're in the middle of the ring and the referee was like, and it's doing whatever they do. And I look at my opponent and I feel sorry for them. And it's like, I don't go all out. And, and my trainer was like, what are you doing? So 9 out of 10, we get in the center of the ring. I'll turn my head, won't even look at them.
Smart, because they won't feel sorry for you.
That part.
Right. That's true.
Chevelle, is there any truth into silent agreements? You ever heard of that?
A silent agreement to take this round off.
Well, you hugging, you and your opponent clutching, and you say we're gonna stay like this for about a minute and rest a little bit.
Let's
and
breathe.
Then you go over there. They call them silent agreements.
Silent
no silent agreement.
Catch my breath right quick. A little tired right there.
That's what Teddy Atlas used to say. Teddy Atlas.
Teddy Atlas wanted to
Yeah,
say
Teddy
that?
Atlas used to talk about silent agreements.
He's like, yeah, they got some kind of silent agreement to take this whole round off, I believe. Yeah.
Nah.
She was for it. And Chris Young, our referee from the Florida Boxing Commission, says, you are right. It was different eras.
Yeah.
Eras.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish some of the females now could just witness the females that I came up with. Those females were dogs. Those females could fight. Like, they could fight, And the thing about it, there really wasn't that much amateur fighting then. You know what I'm saying? The amateur program for the women, it was not that big at all when I was coming up. No. I'm talking 1994, 95, 96. Yep. And these girls could fight. Like, they could fight to the point where
there was only 3. Well, think about when Claressa went to the Olympics, there was only 3 weight classes. Just 3.
Right.
Wow.
And not downgrading her accomplishments, not at all. What she did was a great accomplishment. But if you look at how many females that was in her weight class, it was not that many. She did not really have that much challenge, opposition. She really did not. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, but she still did her thing. Being the first, one of the first to do it, and she was one of the first to do it because she entered at a time when female boxing was allowed in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to, like I said, not downgrading her accomplishments at all, but the pool of fighters was not that big at all as well.
Chevelle, I want to ask you and Chris, do y'all feel like 3 minutes should be added to the women's fights?
I do.
3
I
minute
do.
round.
Okay.
I honestly do. I think because we can accomplish a little bit more. I think a lot of people say that if you add 3, it'll make it boring. We as females, we're not going to be boring. Period. Like the guys, they make love a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't, but I do. But what I can say, if they do up it up to 3, if it's ever up to 3, I think we should still be on the same. We should be on the same playing field as the guys. I'm talking pay wise and everything.
Just say that.
I agree.
Get the words out of my mouth. Yes, we would see more knockouts, but the pay has to match it. If you're not going to up with the pay, no, for what?
Yeah,
for sure. I agree with that.
Definitely.
Like, we're not finna try to have these women doing an extra round or two extra rounds and an extra minute in each round, and then you want to pay the same thing. Like, who wants to do that?
Right.
But do y'all think it's a lot of injuries with women in boxing? Do y'all hear about women getting injured a lot?
I don't hear about it. Do you, Chevelle? They say like doctors and scientists have done these studies that women have more this, more that. I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Because amateurs, it's 3 minutes. The girls here, our girls here, it's 3 minutes. And there's no more than men. As a matter of fact, the men get more injuries than the women do, honestly.
Yeah, and how do we know that these people that did these so-called scientific studies, they were all men?
They were.
She blinked her eye wrong. That she get more damage than men. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Chevelle, I wanted to ask Chevelle a question. I always wondered, when a woman get hit low, do they feel anything like a man? When a man get hit low, what is that like for? What is that like for?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even wear even in a fight, even in sparring, I don't wear the protector thing. And people like, why you don't wear like why you don't wear at least it's covering your stomach as well, your abs too. It's just uncomfortable to me. But I have gotten hit low in sparring from a guy, and then yes, it did hurt. I doubt if it hurts like a guy, you know what I'm saying? But I have gotten hit low, and yes, it did hurt, but I was like in excruciating pain where I had to wait 5 minutes or something like that.
Right.
Wow. Okay, this is the question CJ has. Should these women's world champions fight? Oh, well, you just asked that question then.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Yeah. Me personally, I think it should at least be at least give us the 3 minutes but keep it at 10 rounds. Let's try that out first, then move it to 12 rounds for championship fights. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to do it all together. I know Chevelle saying do it, make it all,
do it all together.
But I feel like let's take a baby step so we can make sure, that none of these so-called scientific reports have validity. And, let's just try that out and make sure that they pay y'all right before we start adding on additional. But also because I feel like the main complaint that I get from my male, colleagues on the other show that I'm on, they always are talking about we would like women more, but they don't ever got no knockouts, in their opinion. But now we got Sanessa, Sanessa knocked out her opponent.
Yeah.
I mean, we got some women out here,
we do.
Baumgardner, she just stopped somebody, you know, and then Claressa, I mean, not Claressa, but Carice Brown. Yeah, Carice, she knocked her opponent all the way out too. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, and it's not an even playing field. So, the rules are different. We had Shotgun Shannon O'Connell last night on the show, and she said, you know what? If we're going to do 2 minutes, give us 12 rounds. At least do the 12 rounds,
Yeah.
I don't know. there's a lot of different views, but
right.
Women are exciting. And yes, we can get knockouts. Give us 3 minutes, but pay us like you pay the men. Period.
Okay. You can get some knockouts then, because have you ever watched a fight? I've watched so many times, and when it's starting to get heated up, and then it's like ding, you're like, oh, she was just finna get her. Oh my God. You're like so hurt. Your soul is hurt.
Right. Exactly.
Let's see. We got Dalia Duran here tonight. Talking her Spanish, she's, Latinos, and making sure that they know.
Yes, thank you.
So thank you so much. Okay, guys, it's almost time for us to wrap up, but I did want to. I have a name of I know we should be highlighting more than just the main and the co-main event, being that it is like an all-female card. So I
starts early too. It starts kind of early, right?
Yeah, it does. I know.
It starts real late. We talking afternoon. So I wanted to bring up this particular fighter that Robbie had brought to my attention. He says, "Fight Week, the beautiful and undefeated Adelaida La Cobra Rui."
She's on the card.
She got the WBC Silver Women's Superfly Championship.
Superfly.
So we gotta root her on too.
She's on the card.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. No, she's.
Is she not? I don't know.
On the DAZN card.
DAZN.
Yes.
Well, I know there's a card tonight. What's today? Thursday. Yeah.
That's what's throwing me off, because he's saying the co-main event tomorrow night. Okay. But it says Costa Rica live on DAZN. So that's a fight. I thought he was saying that she was on the main event for this particular card.
Well, I will say Michaela Mayer's best friend, Jenny Fuchs, is going to be on this card, Olympian.
All right.
She's going to be on there. So that's going to be good too. The girl has got some power. She's tiny, southpaw. The girl can punch. Trust me. I'm excited about that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I like that little Tyson.
What's her name again? So we can root
Jenny
for her.
Fuchs. Jenny Fuchs.
Right, Jenny, you got some people that's going to be looking out for your card. We really appreciate all this hard work that you guys are doing, and just putting a face on boxing. Chris,
No, go ahead. I was gonna say before we cut off, we gotta tell everybody to tune in to see Sean Mason tomorrow night on Showbox.
Oh yeah, Sean Mason, the Untouchable, is going to be
on Showbox
in Atlantic City
tomorrow night.
Be looking for that
Friday night. So look out for Sean Mason. He lives and resides in Orlando, Florida now, but he is from New York City, so I'm sure he's gonna have a lot of fan base there to see him fight. And we just wish him good luck in this particular fight. How about that?
Definitely.
All right, so here's some of the names we got for these cards. For the undercard, we got Caroline Dubois versus Melina Koleva. We got Ebony Jones versus Vanessa Caballera. I see Jenny's name. Jenny versus Genna Rug. Lauren Price versus Tamia. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more girls on this card.
Yeah.
So nice. That's pretty amazing. I mean, that's a step up in the right direction. How about that, ladies?
Love it.
Chevelle, after a big fight, what do you eat the next day? What do you pick out on?
What after a big fight? What I do? What now?
After you won your fight the next day. I know a lot of people love to have something they ain't had in a while. So what do Chevelle like to eat the day after the fight?
Dang, man,
I know you've been starving all week. So what you want, the day after?
Oh no, man!
Or right after weigh-in, I'm sure
you're probably thirsty right after weigh-in.
Yeah, after weigh-in, I like to eat pasta and chicken.
Okay.
Pasta and chicken.
Chicken is delicious. I love pasta. You can't go wrong with that pasta. Them Italians got that. They came out with some good, delicious food.
Yeah, I'm a steak eater, man. I love steak.
Yes.
Ooh, that's me.
Me too. I'm definitely a steak.
Has it ever been hard to make weight, Chevelle?
For me, no. Honestly, no. No, it hasn't. It really hasn't. No.
You pretty much stay in shape all year, huh?
Well, I won't take it that far. I won't take it that far. But you know what? Let me tell you. It was one fight while I fought in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And when I left home from Florida, I was on weight. Everything was good. And then when I got to Albuquerque, New Mexico, for whatever reason, the scale showed that I was 10 pounds over, right?
Oh my.
What is going on? So I ran on it. I was a treadmill, plastic, the garbage bag on me. I sweat, and I took that off and went into the sauna. Sat there, went into the steam room, sweat, went back into the sauna, going back and forth, right?
Yes.
Lost the 10 pounds. I'm
Wow.
sucking lemons, spitting all these things. Lost the 10 pounds just to find out that my trainer had it wrong.
Oh man.
No.
Wow.
Wow. How did you perform in that fight? Could you tell the difference?
Huh?
Could you tell the difference of having to, cut weight that quick?
Man, listen, I just knew I was gonna be weak. I just knew, and I fought, it was Gina Garside, I think who I fought, and it was for the WIBA or something like that title. I just knew I was gonna be weak, but I wasn't. And when he told me, he was like, "Oh, I thought this weight was." I'm like, "Where they do that at? Like, I'm fighting for a title. Like, what are you talking about? Like you're not gonna be my trainer much longer. Like, for real, for real."
Right. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was crazy. But the next day, you know what I'm saying, drinking Pedialyte, eating bananas, and just putting all the electrolytes back in my system. My weight, came up. Because what people don't understand is you're not really losing true weight. You're just
Right.
losing liquid.
Yeah.
You're just losing
Total water.
Right, you're just stripping your body of all the liquid inside,
Yeah.
and liquid
So scary.
flows.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all I was doing and whatnot. But I was okay, thank God for the fight. But yeah,
Wow.
But see, I think that be in part like Christine, we was talking about last night with women fighters
Yep.
it's a little different physiologically than it is for the
Absolutely.
men as far as age and as far
It
as
is.
like this weight cut, whatever. Like
yeah, your
remember we
hormones.
had the sex conversation that one night, Chevelle. Remember that?
Yeah,
We were talking about women can
Staying away.
can still get it,
Sure.
Some some can't, some do feel the effect, some don't,
Chris,
right. So it's just different.
Christine, how do you feel about I know this about men, but how do you feel about the Eubanks being that weight difference, like them meeting at a catch weight
158.
with because Eubanks got to come down and Ben going up.
Always curious about the catch weights. It's like somebody's not making weight, somebody's not doing something they're supposed to be doing. We had, Chevelle knows if they say, this is my weight class and this is what I gotta fight at, that's what you gotta fight at. So to me, I don't have that much respect for the catch weights, because boxing's not easy. If it was, everybody'd be doing it,
Right.
And it's the weight too. I mean, getting that weight off, doing it right, having the proper people around you. So I don't have that much respect for catch weights. I really don't.
Chevelle, I had one last question. I wanted to know, what was your favorite place to fight?
My favorite place to fight. Well, outside of home, France, South France.
France?
That place is so beautiful. Oh my God. And the people are so welcoming. I felt like they were there for me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And it was awesome. It was awesome. France and also Japan.
Love Japan. Oh, love Japan. Yeah.
Who you fought in France?
Here we go with these names.
Oh, okay.
Don't ask names.
But you won. I'm sure you won though, huh?
No, I actually I lost by. Now check this out.
You sure that wasn't Cecilia's fight? Where did you fight her at?
I fought her in Denmark.
Denmark. You fought her in her hometown. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I can't think of her name right now, but I actually lost by points. But check this out. So I fought her and everything, right? And a lot of people thought that I won. So she had a victory party or whatnot.
Right.
I was at her victory party, and she was at the hospital.
Oh, wow. Okay, you go, girl.
All right.
She was at the hospital. I
That
messed her
says
up
a
really
lot.
bad. She was at the hospital, and I was at the victory party with her fans, her friends, and her family.
Wow.
And they came with me and partying with me like I was the
Oh my God. We've all seen that before though. It's like the person that won, you like, but they the one that look like they got effed up.
Right.
Like, you don't look like you're the winner right now. How did this happen?
So, and I promise you, I had no mark, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I beat her up pretty bad. Like her body, she had to go for her ribs and stuff like that. Yeah.
Wow, that's serious. It is getting time for us to wrap up, and I know you could ask questions forever.
Who hit you the hardest, Chevelle? Who hit you the hardest?
Oh,
You gotta get it anyway, guys.
In a real fight, you know, I don't know. Like
Not Nate. Don't put Nate as excluded. Nate Campbell.
I know.
right there.
He has no
mercy.
He's the one that hit me the hardest, honestly.
Man, he didn't have no mercy, huh?
Nate would tell you, and there's no secret about him, you know, and I respect him. He doesn't take it easy on anybody, male or female. He told me, my mom could get in the ring with me. If my mom get in the ring with me, I'm gonna fight her.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
He's like another fighter. You know what I'm saying? And he's old school. Like, you know, a lot of people used to clown him because, you know, he was very, very hard on me, but it made me the fighter that I am today. So I thank him for that. But people like, why you hit her like that? Why you this? Why you that? And he would tell, he's like, that's not no average female. You haven't been in there with her. I got to hit her to keep her off of me. You know what I'm saying? We used to go at it. You know, I was his sparring partner when he fought the Russian guy. A lot of people don't realize that, but I was his main sparring partner when he fought the Russian guy. And me and Nate went at it. There was a time where he used to drop me all the time. Then was a point where he couldn't drop me anymore. And we went at it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
That's a lot.
Yeah, I remember he did tell me, he was like, oh no, she got the business. I wasn't playing. Like, she want to be in there with us. I'm like, she gonna get the same sparring I give, this dude to that dude. That's how he put it to me.
And at one time, I was the only female in the gym. I'm talking about, I came up with guys like Jeff Lacey, Antonio Tarver. I'm in the gym with what's your boy? Winky Wright.
Yeah.
I came up with those guys. I'm training with those guys. You know what I'm saying? And I was the only female in the gym. Period.
That's beautiful.
Doing it.
Man, living the dream, girl. Living the dream. Can I say something really quick?
Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah. This is for you. So a lot of people think that muscles equal like your hand being raised. So I noticed that Baumgardner has put on a lot of muscle weight for this fight. And a lot of people are like, oh, have you seen those guns? Have you seen this? That does not mean anything.
Nothing.
Sometimes it slows you down. What are your thoughts on that?
Muscle doesn't mean anything. Now, for me, it's a mental thing. I do lift weights. And when I'm in training for a fight, before training before a fight, I'm in the weight room. I'm lifting weights. When I'm training for a fight, I lift weights, but not as much.
Right. Strength.
Right. But if I don't see the muscles, the cut for me, mentally, it makes me feel that I'm not strong, that I'm not in shape.
Okay.
But that gets me mentally. You know what I'm saying? But muscles doesn't mean anything because I've seen the smallest of people that looks like a broomstick, and they're hitting hard.
Yes.
And they're hitting hard.
Those ones, they can hit hard.
Chris, I know a time when muscles did mean something, and it was when Jeff Lacey had a weigh-in. The guy walked in and he looked at Jeff all cut up and turned around and left, I think.
Okay. Fair enough. Yes.
Intimidation, yeah.
Yeah,
Something
but
happened like
that's
that
that
with
mind game.
Nate Campbell fighter. Didn't he walk away from FA?
Yeah, he walked out of the ring with FA. That was Nate
That was
Campbell's
Nate.
fighter that walked out of the ring. Yes, that was Nate Campbell. He was like, "Where you going?"
like myself, like I've never had a amateur fight, but I went to the amateur shows to fight, and I was like, before I started boxing, I wanted to be a bodybuilder. So I lived in the gym. I stayed in the gym, but I was in the gym. I stayed in the gym. I lived in the gym. So I was like Diesel. So I would go to the amateur fights, and the girls, they would look at me and be like, nah.
Yeah.
I went there for a year. For about a year, I went through that, and I could not get an amateur fight. Not because I didn't want to or didn't try to.
Yeah.
They were not. No.
Yeah,
No.
you got in their heads. Yeah.
I mean, Christine, when I look at your arms and I see your physique, and you like, you got.
She got some guns too.
She got some thick, like, yeah, she got
guns.
some guns on her. And it go all the way down her arm. Like
I gotta keep up with these athletes, I'm telling you.
Like my arm's only thick here, it ain't muscle. And this is skinny. This part to that part is, but your stuff is like, I'm like, damn, shit.
That's doing mitts, girl, like 30 rounds a day. Yeah.
Okay, the mix. That's what's doing it. All right, we're about to wrap up now.
Okay.
That's how AJ got knocked out by Ruiz. The bulking up affects the fast twitch muscle.
And they left.
And we lost our host and co-host.
How we lose the host? How we lose the host? Yeah, that's how we lose the host, and we still on.
Sorry.
We're like, what happened? We'll close the show.
I listen. I got to do it all, girl. I'm working the divide. I'm working the backstage.
That's right, girl. Multi-talented. Yes.
Everything.
My finger went slid a little bit too far. What Dahlia told Chevelle, basically, she want to be able to eat like her and don't gain no weight.
Me too, girl.
Me too.
That's all of us.
Wait, I didn't say I didn't gain any weight. I'm just saying, I really, discipline myself. When they say I got to be a certain weight, I really, really discipline myself to try to get to that weight. And then mentally, also, like say if the weight is at, say 154, I want to come in and be 151, 152. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel that if I'm right at weight, I didn't do enough. If I'm below the weight that I'm supposed to be, then I really work my tail off. I'm in shape. I'm ready to go. That's just a mental thing to me. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, if that scale is off just a little bit and you come in right up underneath there, I mean, it can say you're over when you're not really over, too.
Or if your coach tells you you're 10 pounds over.
Right.
Okay.
Chevelle.
That was crazy. Okay.
Chevelle. Oh, I got one last thing, Chevelle. What was the worst injury you had in the fight?
You're going to make them hurt you tonight.
What was the worst injury you had? This last thing.
Lord Jesus, what's the girl name? Jeter, Mitzi Jeter. I fought her. I won the fight, and I remember, I'm a boxer, but I can also fight you toe to toe. I can fight in the inside, and so we boxed. And I'm boxing and everything, and she's a come forward fighter. You know what I'm saying? She likes to fight in the inside, so I kind of let the crowd get to me a little bit, and they're like, "Why are you running?" They're screaming. I'm like, okay. So I met her in the middle of the ring, and I stood right there, and we fought. I mean, blow for blow for blow, and she went below and boom, and hit me right here. And she actually fractured my ribs, and I didn't even know it. I didn't know it until after the fight. And when my adrenaline went down, and I was like, "Ooh, that hurts." You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, catch my breath and everything, and to this day, on my side right there, it pokes out just a little bit. But it was like there's nothing that you can really do for that. You can wrap it. You know what I'm saying? And it was a fracture, but it wasn't like it was clean, little fracture, whatnot. And it healed on its arm. But that's the worst that has ever happened to me. I didn't even know it, even during the fight. When she hit me, I felt the hit. I was like, okay, that was a good hit. You know what I'm saying? She got me. That was a good hit. But that was it.
You fought Bonnie Canino either, by the way, but we'll have to save that.
Oh, you fought Bonnie? Okay, yeah.
Christine,
I didn't know
I didn't know she fought Bonnie.
Yeah, Bonnie.
The first time I fought Bonnie, I stopped her. She didn't come out for the 7th round. I stopped her. And then the second time I fought Bonnie, I stopped her. That very last round, I stopped her.
Okay.
2004. Wow.
Yeah.
It just made you fought Melissa Duval twice.
Yep.
I see Willa McCarter up here. I mean, like, it's crazy. These names are just like really amazing to me every time. Oh, Bonnie Camino is the 2 times I see now.
Lucia Riker.
Lucia Riker up here.
That's impressive. Very
I mean, like she was doing. That's one of her beginning fights. Look like Chevelle, like the
That was
ones they counted.
That was my first real fight. That's a story in itself. I have to tell you guys about that story another time. But yeah.
Well, hopefully, Christine, you want to come back again with Chevelle's on because I like this little camaraderie we got going on
I've
here.
had a great time. I need to follow you on social media. You gotta tell me what your social media is and all that stuff.
Yep. Across the board, if you type in Chevelle Hallback, boom, y'all. Instagram, Facebook. I just got a TikTok.
Okay. She's all on this TikTok thing now. Listen, don't let her tell you out, Christine, because she told me, she's like, my name is C-H-E, capital E-V-E-L, because I was putting C-H-A on things.
Oh, I put C-H-A too. Ooh, see? Okay. Let's change right now. Okay.
Chevelle, you ever been cut?
Baby!
No.
The baby was like, I'm not done.
I'm done.
You are too much. Okay, we're gonna end with the predictions for the main event this Saturday night. This is Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshall, baby. All right, who wants to go first? I'm ready.
Champ, you go first, champ.
Well, I mean, I want to say Savannah. I do. God knows I do. But I have to go with my hearts of hearts. I think Claressa Shields by points.
All right, we got one for Claressa. Emilio.
Yeah, I was going with Claressa too by points. I don't think it's gonna be no stoppage.
I don't even like the way you said that. Like, yeah.
I mean,
you're not even
I didn't want to
excited,
sound like I got Claressa by points.
Oh no, now Christina froze up on us, y'all.
Froze. She froze.
Where you at, girl?
Christine.
Oh, here she comes back in. Let me take Deborah down. I'm like, oh no, she done froze up on us. Oh, we can't hear you now. Oh, she can't. Hold on, she'll be back. Let's see, kick that one off. Okay. Well, I don't understand why you were being all sad about it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got like that's an afterthought fight for you or something.
No. I feel like she's gonna edge a close decision.
You know, honestly, I just think that there's a lot of people that don't want her to win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just it's her mouth. Like she's so, and I get selling a fight and this and this and that, but sometimes she's reckless. But you know what? You know, positivity or negativity, she got the fans. You know what I'm saying? She got people that loves her, and she got people that hates her. And either whichever way you see it, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna want to see her fight. People want to see the fight to see her win, or you're gonna have people that want to see the fight to see her lose. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it works for her, you know, but at the end of the day, she just, I don't know.
Right. Yeah, for sure. And I feel like a lot of people are just saying Marshall because they, you know, might have a little something against Claressa. Now, she could have this marketability, like, you know, trying the Mayweather effect, where you got so many people that's watching because they hate you and they want to see you lose, and then you got the other half wanting to see you because they want to, you know, they for you.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you know what? Even Mayweather wasn't even reckless with his mouth like she is. Even Muhammad, you know, a lot of people talk and say that when the guys do it, even Muhammad Ali wasn't reckless like she is. I won't say reckless. Sometimes she to me sometimes is disrespectful.
Right.
Sometimes. You know, you can trash talk, you know, you can sell a show, da 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 da, but sometimes she's just outright disrespectful to some of the athletes in the sports before her. You know what I'm saying? And a little bit, you know, during her time, like saying that she can beat these male fighters and all this and all that. Come on, baby girl. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to take it that far because they're not in the competition with you. They would never get in the ring with you. You know what I'm saying? Why even take it that far? You know what I'm saying? Why even go out your way to say all those type of things? But you know, each of his own. That's her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Freedom of speech. She say what she want to say. But like I said, I just think that a lot of people just really want her to lose. But then there's a lot of people that really want to see her win.
True.
Okay, well, Christine, what do you have to say to that?
Sorry, girl, my internet just like it broke.
I know.
This
Chevelle
internet,
like,
oh my gosh. So where are we at? So we doing Claressa
so
first?
we are at our predictions for the fight, but also Chevelle just brought out the fact that she feels like Chevelle and the fans, you know, a lot of fans don't like her, and she think a big reason why is because she's a little bit more reckless than even like a Floyd or a Ali would ever be. Like, you know, or she changed it and said disrespectful. So.
Yeah, like I said, you know, it's okay to trash talk. You selling the fight, you doing this. I get that part, but sometimes I think she takes it a little. I think she crosses the line a little bit to being disrespectful. You know, to the sport of boxing, to the people before her. You know, like I was mentioning, you wasn't on. You know, when she went on this rant about these male fighters that she can beat and this. You know, like why go there? That you would never compete against them ever. You know what I'm saying? Why even take it that
like
far?
Fantasy matchup. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know Nate is not a fan of hers. He's not.
I didn't know telling what he told you that day.
He speaks the truth.
Yeah, and when I tell you, he was like, "I wish I could spar her. I wish I could go to camp to spar." He asked, you know, because he's a real close friend to. I don't know if she still had the same trainer, David. I don't know if that's her still trainer, but he asked him if I can come spar her, and he was like, "Nah, man, I'm not gonna let Chevelle come and spar her." He was like, "Well, let me spar." He was like, "I'm definitely not letting you spar her." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, Jackson. Yeah. That's still her trainer, right? I think so.
I don't know. I don't know if it is or whatnot.
I know she switched a few years ago, but I'm not even sure who's in her corner anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think that she's gonna have to really make a statement to win over there. Like I said, hometown, you know, for Savannah Marshall. She's gonna have to have a clear mind and like really think about her next move. She can't go in there angry, emotional. She can't do that. You know, because if she does, she's not going to get the decision because Savannah can box and she has power.
And she has power.
Obviously, I want Claressa to win, but I think it's a 50-50 fight. I really do.
Yeah, and I think the same thing is happening for Marsha, where she's so known to have that great power that they're overlooking that she does. I mean, she has the Olympic, you know, pedigree and a wealth of boxing knowledge on her side too. One thing I didn't know is that she used to be a Mayweather promotions boxer. I read that and I was like, when did that happen? I missed all of that. Marshall, I didn't know that she used to be one of their boxers. So yeah, they saw something in her. I put it that way. Like sure. And it just wasn't power.
Yeah, although, it's a walk in the park, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I know that their other female boxer was Ava Knight, and she had a lot of power.
Ava Knight, yeah.
Ava was real nice. I sparred Ava when she was 15.
Wow.
And I'm really telling my age. But she was, and I said, this girl's gonna be something nice.
Yeah,
real nice. Because I used to live in Temecula, California, for like a good year, and and I used to train in Riverside, and she would come over there, you know, and with her father and stuff, and she was the truth.
Yeah, we saw her fight Krista Choi. Oh my God! I mean, stole the show, stole it. I still remember that fight. Can't find no freaking footage on it nowhere.
Wow,
that sucks. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But guys, we got to wrap up for the night. Emilio had said Chevelle had said Claressa Shields. Yes, by decision. Okay. And then Chevelle thinks by decision for Shields.
Yeah.
I gotta stick with Chevelle. I keep trying to say Chevelle and
Claressa.
You just talking something into an existence.
Who's next?
You know what I'm saying? You're talking into an existence.
Yeah.
So I gotta go with Shields, and I had told Christine last night on her podcast. I said we're forgetting like they fought before in the amateurs, you know, and basically the decision went to Savannah. And I feel like in the pros, it'd be the exact opposite. Like whoever lost in the amateurs be the ones that win, you know.
Pros.
Yeah, in the pros, mostly when it comes to the men anyway. So like that's one big reason I'm like, I gotta stick with Chevelle.
Shields.
With Chevelle, you're right. And
I gotta stick with Claressa. And also because I feel like, you know, although Marshall seems to be calm-headed now, I think she's just saving it up. I really feel like when she gets in the ring with her, all that animosity, all that like shit talking that's been going on, all the things that's been like she tried to, Claressa had embarrassed her yesterday with that belt situation. And she basically, you know, had her looking real corny getting out of the ring, just looking at that. Didn't look good to me. I'm like, no, you tell her mind her own business. Just worry about your belts, because tomorrow I'm getting them. Like, you gotta do something. Yes. But she just let her do that. So I'm thinking that all that's gonna come back, because you ever been in a situation where somebody said something that was inappropriate or disrespectful or whatever to you, and you don't think of the right thing to say right then, but
until later, you're like, damn, I should have said this.
I should have said
you go to sleep. You like, dang, that's how I should have went that way, or I should have said that.
I'm not a quick comeback person. I have to think about it.
Exactly. Yeah, I need a moment. Sometimes
Baumgardner came at me at Twitter, and on Twitter I was like, damn, how come I didn't say this? How come I didn't say? But, yeah.
She did. I missed that. I didn't see that at all.
She sure did.
Because you were supporting that's what I don't get. Because you supporting who you're close to and who you know for a fact is, you know, boxing from your angle. That's not a reason to, you know, get upset with you as the fan. Like, you know, I don't agree with none of that. Because like I said, I like Baumgardner, but I'm wishing the best for Michaela too.
Absolutely.
Like, these women have worked hard, man. Hard. Sure. They doing stuff I damn sure can't get out of my bed and do every damn day. Like, so I mean,
has had to work twice as hard as these men. Sorry, not sorry, but it's true.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I believe like these girls deserve these wins, or they deserve the accolades that they're gonna get this weekend, guys. So we will see you guys after the fight, so we can talk some more next week.
Definitely.
You know, I'll be texting both of y'all like, "Ooh, did you do that?" Because I'll be into the fight night.
For sure.
Thank you both so much.
Thank y'all so much. It was great to meet you, Chevelle.
Yeah, we appreciate
y'all. You as well. Thank you so much.
You have a new fan.
All right,
where are you? Are you in California?
I live in Texas, but I'm mostly in Colorado at the Olympic Training Center.
What part of Texas?
Dallas.
Because I supposed to be fighting in Houston November the 12th.
Okay,
I'm getting ready to ask you when she's gonna fight again.
It's up on BoxRec. The card is you know that is gonna happen. It's up on BoxRec. It's a lady. I can't think of her name right now.
I know who it is. It's a husband and wife. Yes.
Yeah.
Ron. Oh God, what's her last name? The husband's Ron. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And what happened was the fight was actually supposed to happen on my birthday, September 3rd, but I think she has cancer or something, and she had to go through some treatments and stuff, so they pushed it back to November the 12th.
Okay, I'm gonna follow you, and I'm gonna get all that information, and we will meet in person.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Okay, for sure. Thank y'all so much for bringing us together. All these boxing people love it.
Hey,
y'all are the
definitely.
best.
Thank you.
Guess what my Siri just said when you said will we meeting in person?
What?
I thought so.
Facts.
I promise that's what it just said. It said I thought so. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Speak
And hopefully-
into existence. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
And hopefully she can get on your podcast and do an interview.
Yes,
love to.
Chevelle, you gotta come on.
Yeah,
Would love
I
to.
love it.
Would love to. Yes.
Okay, good.
All right, guys. Peace
Y'all
out.
have a
Everybody
good
gotta
night,
go to
ladies and
sleep.
gentlemen.
All right, y'all.
Yes.
Bye
Talk to
bye.
you guys soon.
Bye, guys. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Welcome to the house, the one they talking about. Word of mouth, the boxing playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.